It's a feature of many developed countries, but Japan has the oldest population, with 21% over 65. Rural communities are especially affected as young people leave for the cities. A way of life is about to disappear. The village of Shunran-no-Sato may have an answer.
Our
village is aging, and we're tackling now how we can revive our community.
I was born in Shunran-no-Sato, and I've experienced the period of prosperity and decline. The members of Shunran-no-Sato committee are old but still vigorous. So we decided to take action.
The small agricultural village of Shunran-no-Sato in the Ishikawa Peninsula in Japan has witnessed a dramatic decline in its population over 30 years. The young people have left to study or work in the city, leaving behind an older generation that has reached or is approaching retirement age. It's 6 a.m. in Shunran-no-Sato, and Kiichiro Tada is having breakfast. Tada is the executive secretary of the Shunran-no-Sato Project Committee. In order to preserve their village, its inhabitants have set up a development project. Old farms have been turned into guest houses that offer accommodation, and with it, guides on what rural life used to be like.
It is obvious that we cannot live only on agriculture, so we must have another job. That is to do business using primary industries such as agriculture, tourism, and our beautiful scenery. This is our business plan, and we believe this is the only way for our survival.
The Shunran-no-Sato project began in 1997 with a single guest house. Since then, 15 other families have opened their homes to welcome visitors. Overlooking the village is Mount Sato. This is where Yasuaki Nakamoto, the chairman of the project, takes his guests to pick mushrooms.
Here's a mushroom, the fruit of the fungus. This is an inedible, poisonous mushroom. It's called oware mushroom. If you eat it by mistake, you start laughing.
The Yamamoto family has come from Osaka to see the countryside and uncover its secrets.
Usually we don't have much chance to enjoy the mountains or nature, so I try to take my family out on holiday as often as possible. I have discovered that Shunran-no-Sato manages guest houses by local farmers. These are different from usual hotels. It's a good concept that our children can also enjoy as well.
For the visitors, no tour would be complete without a taste of traditional cuisine, using local ingredients, fruits and vegetables from the garden, and of course, wild mushrooms. Mr. Tada's wife, Hiroko, is preparing some of her recipes handed down through generations for her guests who will soon be back from their forest walk.
These are
aubergines. Grandma picked them. I rub them with salt and nothing else. And I decorate with a cosmos Grandma just picked.
In the Shunran-no-Sato village, anyone can experience one of Japan's oldest traditions, the rice harvest.
This method has been carried on from my grandfather's generation. It's a primitive method of rice reaping in Japan. The reason why it's so important to teach this to young people is because rice is our principal food. We must show them how rice has been grown through many hardships. For the Japanese, rice is a source of life. For example, when I left even a grain of rice in my rice bowl, my father used to get upset with me.
On Saturday morning, 5 students arrived from Tokyo. They've booked a weekend stay. They've travelled 7 hours to reach the village. It's the first time they've left the city.
We don't have our forest because we live in Tokyo. So we want to see a lot of forest. So we come here.
An evening celebration for the harvest takes place. The ceremony is Shinto, an animist religion which predates Buddhism in Japan. Shigeru Ohi, a member of the committee, is directing the making of the kiriko.
In the countryside, we organise festivals to pray to God for the fertility of the grain. We are making kiriko, which lights up our portable shrine. This kiriko is 14.6 metres long. The weight is 1.2 tonnes. Tonight, it will be carried by 80 people. And my task is to stay in front of the kiriko and navigate it.
The last 10 years have seen a steady revival of the fortunes in Shunran-no-Sato village, thanks to guests interested in learning about a way of life that's disappearing.
Last year we had nearly 5,000 tourists, an increase of 1,000 from the previous year. Among them, 50% are young people, lots of students and those up to 25 years old.
Every year has brought more visitors. The project began with a single guest house in 1997, which received 30 visitors. Last year, the village had 4,800 tourists, with some thinking of moving permanently to the community.
I really enjoy the slow time here. And it's different, and I love to live here in the future. Maybe that would be the good idea.
Now, what if the Shunran-no-Sato project were to win the 2011 World Challenge? What would they do with the prize money?
In short, we would create a website. We'd install signs for tourists, make a manual of ecological life using minimum energy, and we'd get publicity to encourage young people to come and live here.
World Challenge gives each finalist a chance to say why their project deserves to be a winner.
キノコ狩りが大好きです。仏教の伝統が大好きです。
昔ながらの料理が大好きです。
朝の森が大好きです。
春蘭の里プロジェクトに投票してください。